Brought to you by Penguin.
The Experience Machine: How Our Minds Predict and Shape Reality. Written and read by me, Andy Clark. For Alexa and Jill, precisely. What you see and what you hear depends a great deal on where you're standing. It also depends on what sort of person you are. That's from C.S. Lewis, The Magician's Nephew. There's a contents list for this book. To see the list of contents, please see the accompanying PDF. Preface: Shaping Experience. A few years ago, I was invited to speak at a popular science festival held in London. I'm a professor of cognitive philosophy, an odd title that reflects a rather eclectic set of interests, spanning philosophy, neuroscience, psychology, and artificial intelligence. I was about to give a talk on one of my favourite topics, the human brain as a prediction machine. The festival, run by a popular science magazine, was called New Scientist Live. Every year, New Scientist, the magazine, invites experts in many different fields to give public presentations. This year it was held in the huge Excel Centre in London's Docklands. Entering the Excel Centre was like arriving at multiple conjoined ocean liners, each hosting a different large-scale event. As a university professor, I'm no stranger to public speaking. But standing backstage at one of the larger auditoriums and thinking about the packed audience behind the curtain, I couldn't help but get the jitters. Maybe I should have made some last-minute changes to my slides. Maybe I ought to have worn a less startling shirt. Was there someone I forgot to thank? Suddenly, my anxious train of thought was interrupted by my phone buzzing in my pocket. But my phone was not in my pocket. As I quickly remembered, not only had I removed it and placed it under the podium, I'd also set it safely on airplane mode for the entire event. But buzzing I had felt, and clear, strong buzzing too. What I'd experienced was a thoroughly modern phenomenon, a remarkably common trick of the mind now known as phantom vibration syndrome. Given that I'm a chronic long-term phone user, my brain has slowly come to expect the frequent intrusion of pocket buzz, and I'm not the only one. A 2012 study found that 89% of college undergraduates reported feeling phantom phone vibrations. And it's particularly prevalent, apparently, among medical interns, where fake buzzing is strongly associated with stress. In 2013, phantom vibration syndrome was rated Word of the Year by Australia's Macquarie Dictionary. It was fitting that phantom vibrations should intrude just as I was about to launch my presentation. For although such phenomena are well known within psychology and neuroscience, they now fall into place as part of a much grander theory, one that I've been helping construct for the past decade. According to that overarching theory, the topic of my talk, phantom phone vibrations are just one vivid demonstration of the way all human experience is built. According to the new theory called predictive processing, reality as we experience it is built from our own predictions. It was my habitual expectation of pocket buzz that, combined with the stress of the occasion, created a clear buzzing sensation out of whole cloth. Predictive processing speaks to one of the most challenging questions in science and philosophy, the nature of the relationship between our minds and reality. The theory, which has been steadily gaining momentum, changes our understanding of this relationship in ways that have far-reaching implications. Contrary to the standard belief that our senses are a kind of passive window onto the world, what's emerging is a picture of an ever-active brain that's always striving to predict what the world might currently have to offer. These predictions structure and shape the whole of human experience, from the way we interpret a person's facial expression, to our feelings of pain, to our plans for an outing to the cinema. Nothing we do or experience, if the theory is on track, is untouched by our own expectations. Instead, there's a constant give and take in which what we experience reflects not just what the world is currently telling us, but what we, consciously or non-consciously, were expecting it to be telling us. One consequence of this is that we're never simply seeing what's really there, stripped bare of our own anticipations or insulated from our own...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?